I don't know if y'all can hear it, but there's construction going on over there, and there was nowhere else I could find to film. So, but I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name's Kasey, and I am on the Disney College program, Fall Advantage 2022, and I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell. So today I will be talking about my bucket list. I have right here on my handy dandy iPad. If you have not noticed from my past couple videos, this is what I do everything on. So I will be explaining what's on my bucket list, some of why it's on my bucket list, and these are all the things I hope to get done. I know I will be working most of the time, but I hope to get all these done. It's not an extravagant list. I think there's maybe like 26 things on here. So on my bucket list, I have 7 categories. They're all in each category. So I have one that's registered to all the parks, then I have one for each of the parks, and then I have the resorts, Disney Springs, and then other for other things to do. Let's get started. My first section is all the parks, and my number one thing is to do 4 parks one day. Now, that sounds so tiring and exhausting, but exciting at the same time. I mean, you get to have the magic of all 4 parks in one. I have no idea how it'll go, but I hope I can find some friends who would like to do it with me, because that seems like a really big accomplishment to have. I will need to get some good shoes though. The next thing is I want to rope drop each of the parks. I know some of the parks have like rope drop ceremonies and little things they do in the morning. I just find that very fascinating, just to get up early and to get it all done. So the next 2 are kind of pretty generic. I want to ride every single ride in Walt Disney World. I feel like that's hard. Like, I even want to ride like the boring ones that people say. I know people say Figment is not worth it, but I want to ride every single ride that there is to offer. Then I want to see all the parades, all the cavalcades, all the fireworks shows, and the kite show at Animal Kingdom. I want to see everything and get the full experience of every single show. And yeah, the next item on my list is I want to work and go to all the holiday parties. So I know there's the Halloween party and the Christmas party, and this will be my first time to be there during the holidays, and I would like to attend them, but I would also like to work them. I mean, the holidays are like the best thing ever, and working the parties would be really fantastic and something like really special and something just very unique than your regular working day, you know. The last item on my list for all the parks is I want to meet all the characters. Now, I know right now with COVID and all the guidelines, you're not able to actually meet every single character. You can't hug them. There are some that they do have up, but there's like restrictions around it. But I mean, you also see them in like the cavalcades and everything, and I want to see them, and I want to somehow get a picture with every single one. I don't care, really. I want to meet all the characters. Even if it's just me looking at them in a cavalcade or anything, I just want to see them and be like, hey, I know you, I've met you. So the next section is all things in Magic Kingdom, and the first 2 are I want to dine at Cinderella's table and be our guest. Now, I've heard good and bad things about each one of them, but I want to experience it myself and have a wonderful magical time. Okay, the next one is I want to ride Space Mountain with the lights on. Now, it's already scary with the lights off, but you know you're not going to hit anything because, you know, of the way that they did it. But with the lights on, I feel like it would even be more scarier because you see everything, and I feel like I need to witness that. I need to do that. Now that's not like a given, like you can do that. So that is a very high chance that it will not happen while I'm on my program, but I have it on here and I really want to. So next thing is I want to ride Splash Mountain before it closes. Now, they don't have an exact close date for the ride, but everyone knows that they were wanting to change it. It will be changing into the Princess and Frog ride, and when I went for my very first time, I went for a whole day to Magic Kingdom. It was during its annual refurbishment, so I was not able to ride it, and I really want to ride it before it closes. So the next thing on my list is I want to do the Pirates Adventure scavenger hunt. Now, I was talking with a lot of people on things I need to do while in Disney World, and a lot of people said this is the scavenger hunt to do. Now, there's a bunch of other scavenger hunts, but they said this one is a major to do. Get some friends and do it. And I'm like, okay, why not? So the last thing I have on my Magic Kingdom bucket list is to become a galactic hero. Now, this is when you hit the highest score on Buzz Lightyear, and I feel like it can be accomplished. And I feel like I can get that high title of becoming a galactic hero. So in my next section is all about Epcot, and in this one I just have 3 things. For the first one is I want to go to all the festivals that they have. I know while I'll be there, there will be the Food and Wine Festival, which sounds pretty exciting, and I know during the festival they have scavenger hunts, and that's actually like the second one on my list, is to complete the festival scavenger hunts and all the scavenger hunts in Epcot. I know then this last one they were opening up Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and they had a whole Remy scavenger hunt to find little Remy's, and I think that's so fun, and the way they incorporate it into the festival is so cute, so I'm excited. So I'm sure you can guess what the last one is on Epcot, is to eat and drink around the world. So I'm pretty sure I can eat around the world because I eat quite a lot as a person, but drinking around the world is another thing. I actually do not turn 21 until 4 days before I leave my program. So me and my roommate, she's like, we're gonna have to do like a goodbye celebration, like get it done within those 4 days. And I was like, we're gonna need fun time or something. So my next section is Animal Kingdom, and I only have 2 things in this one. The first one is I want to become a wilderness explorer. That just sounds so cool. I can be best friends with Russell and the Wilderness Explorers. I mean, I could have all my badges, like, that sounds like a dream come true. And the next one is I want to take an animation class at Rafiki's Planet Watch. I know they have like those little classes where you're able to animate and draw little characters, and they teach you how, and they teach you how to do a bunch of little things. And I don't know, that sounds so fun, and you get to have like a background information about the animation of Disney movies and things, and that seems fun, and I would like to experience that. I actually don't have anything for Hollywood Studios, mainly because I couldn't figure out anything. I just know in Hollywood Studios I want to ride the rides, and that's mainly it. Like, there's nothing there that's like eye-catching that needs to get done besides the rides, which I mentioned in the all parks thing. So if you have anything that I need to do in Hollywood Studios and put on this list, put them down in the comments. I will be happy to put them on my list and try to do them. Like, come on. So my next section is Disney resorts, and the very first one I have on here is to have breakfast at Ohana. I want to eat at Ohana. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, I don't care. I want to eat at Ohana. Lilo and Stitch is my favorite movie, and I know before the pandemic you got to meet Lilo and Stitch there. They would be there. Sadly, I don't think that's a thing anymore, but I mean, still eating at Ohana, that sounds amazing. And not only that, I want to eat there on June 26th because that's National Stitch Day, and that just sounds like a great way to honor my favorite character, my favorite movie. Okay. The next thing is I want to have a staycation with like my roommate and all my friends. I don't know how, we're gonna have to figure out like schedules and stuff, but I really want to have a staycation at one of the resorts. I'm not sure which one because I've never actually been to the resorts, because I've never like been to Disney World except once, So I think that would be like really fun to have like the full experience of staying in a luxurious resort instead of our apartments. And yeah, the next one is I think a must-do on all the Disney College Programs bucket list is to complete the kitchen sink challenge at Beaches and Cream. Now, I am a food lover to anything, but ice cream I'm not the biggest fan of, but I will eat. Now, I have seen pictures of that kitchen sink and it looks horrendous. And I know it's gonna have to get a lot of us to try and complete it, but I think I can get it done. I think I can do it, yes. So the next one is actually for Disney Springs, and there's only one thing on it, and that is to go to Gideon's. And I have heard so many things about Gideon's. I've heard so many good things about this place and the food, and I just need to go try it. And they can take my money. I've heard the coffee is like really good, but the food is so much better. So that is like a must-do for me. So now I am in the last category, which is named Other. I know, such an exciting title. This is mainly for like things that are not like park related. They're related to other things. Some of them are still Disney. So yeah. First one is I want to go to all the water parks. Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. I think those are the two water parks that are there. And I'll be there like during like the summertime. So I feel like that's like prime time for a bunch of tourists. And I'm down to act like a tourist to go to a water park. That just, again, need the experience. The next one is I want to do a backstage tour. I know they allow cast members to do these. They open up from time and time again, and I think that'll be really exciting just to see the backstage of like a ride. Like if they have the backstage tour of one of your favorite rides, I mean that sounds exciting to see how it's done, how it's operated, and the little things that you can't normally see or understand when you ride the ride. So that sounds exciting. The next thing is I want to make a magical moment for a guest. Now, I don't know why every time I think about this, it just brings a smile to my face. I mean, the reason you're going on the Disney College Program is to work for Disney World. And so obviously there's people there who are going for their very first time who are there. And I know there's going to be some days that I don't want to work, but I mean, seeing the smiles and everything on people's faces because they're getting to experience something for the very first time, and you get to bring the magic to them, it brings a smile to my face, and I'm just so excited to work there. Couldn't be happier. The next one is I want to go to Cast Connections. There's a bug flying around here. I don't know if you see it. I think I got it. This one is I want to go to Cast Connections. Now, Cast Connections is like this really big warehouse that it's only for cast members. And I heard like you cannot take your phone in there, you cannot take pictures or videos inside at all. But it's all like all this Disney stuff for cast members for like really good prices and whatnot. And I feel like that will be home sweet home for me. I swear it will be taking my money from me at most. So the last two things on my bucket list are not Disney related. They are Universal related. So I want to go to Universal at least once. I want to see Harry Potter World. I really want to get the feeling of it because I am a Harry Potter fan. And I feel like I need to see it at least once in my life. Very last thing on my bucket list, because I will be there during Halloween, is I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Now, this will be totally different from the Disney Halloween extravaganza thing because it's not steered towards tiny children. It's steered more towards actual horror. And that just sounds so exciting and so fun. I need to experience it. So I don't know if I made it pretty obvious. Most of these are mainly for me to experience and have like the full experience of being there, because I'm only there for like 6-7 months. I'm not there for very long, and I know I will be working a ton during this time, so I don't know how much of it I can get done. That's why it's not like a big extravagant list that I know I can never get done. It's just a small list that of some things that I can get done, some things that probably won't get done, but things that will make my program even more the better. Now, am I planning to sleep? Probably not. I can sleep when I'm dead. That's all I gotta say. So if you made it this far, congratulations. I'll give you a gold star if I ever see you. I like giving out gold stars. Thank you for watching. If you have any other things that you did on your DCP or things that you want to do, put them in the comments. I can add them to my list, because probably this list will get longer, but I don't want like a real long extravagant list like I said, but I don't mind adding a couple more things to it. But tell me what's on your bucket list. Tell me the little things, the big things, the things that you don't think you get done. Just tell me all. Have a good day. Bye.